In wrestling, there is a massive difference between being gym strong and being mat strong, wrestling strong. You can bench press the house, but if you can't handle a human being trying to snap your head into the canvas, that strength is useless. The video we're looking at highlights a transition from traditional lifting to odd object and high leverage training. Wrestling is a sport of constant isometric tension. You are always pulling, always bracing, always pushing. To train for this, we have to stop thinking perfect balance and start thinking about how to move weight from awkward, compromised positions. This isn't just about moving the weight, it's about owning the weight. The foundation, squatting and pulling. First up, we emphasize the Zercher. First up, the video emphasizes the Zercher Squat. This is the king of wrestling lifts. By holding the bar in the crooks of your elbows, you're mimicking a body lock or a double underhook position. It forces your upper back to fight the urge to collapse, just like when an opponent is trying to heavy up on your head. If you can Zercher squat heavy, you can carry any human on the mat. To complement that drive, we're adding a specialized kettlebell deficit high pull. For this, you're standing on two steppers, set shoulder width apart. This deficit creates a deep hinge, then a standard lift. You're reaching down into the hole and pulling that kettlebell explosively towards your chin. This is the exact movement pattern of a shuck or a snap down. It builds that violent, explosive hip to shoulder power that makes your takedowns feel like a car crash for the other guy. The grind, pulling and carrying. Next up, we move into pulling mechanics. We see weighted neutral grip pull-ups in wrestling. Your palms are rarely turned away from you. You're usually in a neutral clinch grip. Adding the weight here ensures that when you grab a wrist or a neck, it stays grabbed. We also see the use of sandbag carries. Unlike a barbell, a sandbag is dead weight. It shifts, it sags. It's annoying. By bare hugging a sandbag and walking, you're training your core to stabilize against a moving target. This is the essence of mat strength, the ability to stay rigid and powerful even when the load you're carrying is trying to escape. Unilateral power and structural integrity. The video doesn't ignore the legs, especially focusing on Bulgarian split squats. Wrestling is rarely a two-footed sport. You're usually driving off one leg to finish a single leg or high crotch. Building that unilateral stability ensures you don't have a weak side for an opponent to exploit. Now we have to talk about the wrestler's neck. Traditionally, the sport has been defined by the neck bridge, arching back on the mat and supporting your entire body weight on your skull. While the bridge is a classic, the modern approach shown here shifts toward weighted plate flexion and resistance work, and for a very good reason: safety and longevity. Puts massive exo load, compressive force directly on the small vertebrae of your cervical spine. For many athletes, this leads to disc compression and long-term nerve issues. By switching to plate neck resistance, where you lie flat on your bench and use a plate for forward flexion, you isolate the muscle without crushing the skull. Why this is better? It allows for progressive overload. You can't easily add weight to your body safely in a bridge, but with a plate, you can move from 10 to 25 to 45 pounds with total control. It builds the front armor of the neck. Instead of grinding your vertebrae into the mat, you're building a thick, functional neck. that can resist a front headlock or heavy clubbing hand, all while keeping your spine in a neutral, safe position. It's about being mat tough today, but still being able to turn your head when you're 40. For the modern wrestler, the plate node beats the bridge every time. You combine these elements, the brutal interior load of a Zercher, the explosive depth of a deficit high pull, and the unstable grind of sandbags. You create a wrestler who is physically overwhelming. You aren't just training muscles, you're training the ability to impose your will. The weight room is where you build the engine, but these specific movements ensure that engine has the torque to finish the fight on the mat. Stay heavy, stay explosive, keep grinding. Chakron X out.